welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Roslushyyy. I'm driving at the moment and filming and drinking this drink I got at McDonald's. Don't judge. I'm thirsty. I needed something cold. I'll rate this caramel macchiato for $2.19. A 4 out of 10. Starbucks is better, but whatever. Don't ask me how many times I took the test. Just kidding. I've only taken the test twice, so don't freak out. The first time, I was so excited. I was happy, you know. I'm 18, on my way to get my license. But hold up, let me tell you. Let me go back. I'm speeding up too much. Okay, so at the age of 15, 16, you know, I started saving for a car. I didn't even know how to drive, but I bought my car, cash car, you know, as a beginner, and I taught myself how to drive. You know, I taught myself everything basically. I didn't take driver's ed like the classes. So Adrian, my boyfriend, taught me how to get on the freeway, and I didn't want to, but he did that part. You know, he gave me courage to get on the freeway, which I had no other choice because I was getting on the freeway. So I saved my money. I bought my car. It was $5,000. It didn't have a lot of miles in it. It was still basically a brand new car or whatever, which I plan on getting another car in the future, just not right now, because you know what, there's really nothing wrong with my car and I'm just being extra. So I go to the DMV and I'm excited to take my test. I remember I was wearing black pants and a button-up pink dress-up shirt, and I looked cute. My makeup was done, my hair was done. I was like, man, I'm getting my license today, you know. Sorry if I spit, but I was hyped. I was like, let's get it. So I get there and, you know, I'm so nervous. I'm freaking out. And I was like, oh snap. Like, the lady, they check your stuff at first, make sure your lights are working. So she checks that. She gets on the car. She's like, don't be turning the radio, text, you know, all that extraness. And I was like, duh, like, that's common sense. So the lady was like, all right, turn on the engine. And then she's like, first we're gonna do parallel. And I was like, okay. So I learned how to parallel park in like a day, in like 1 hour. So I did really good in parallel. And then we were pulling out the parking lot. And then here is where my life, I knew I had failed the test as soon as I left the parallel thing, because, you know, I was freaking out, guys. You know, your first test, you don't know what to expect. And so I was freaking out, and I'm just nervous telling the story. Okay, so I go and I'm driving and I almost ran over this guy. First of all, I didn't see the guy. I thought it was all clear. I'm like this, you know, looking around, make sure there's no pedestrians or whatever the hell we're called, human beings, walking. And I didn't see this Hispanic guy. This dude is crossing right, and I almost hit him. I was like, and then she just looked at me, and I was like, oh my god, I'm sorry. And in that moment, guys, I knew I failed my first test. And so I was like, man, I was so mad. And I just kept messing up over the stop signs, going over speed limit. I was just freaking out. It was just horrible. And she was being really mean too. She was really rude. Like, I know you work at the DPS or whatever, but don't do all the extraness. Be a little nice at least, or whatever. So she was really mean, and she just told me, you failed. The only thing you did good was a parallel. And then she was like, you need to reschedule, blah blah. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I was just mad. I was like, man, God, like, why did I fail? But you know, I almost hit someone. I wasn't ready. I wasn't mentally ready either. And yeah, so I failed the first test and I was bummed out, and I told my boyfriend, I was like, I'm never driving again. Stupid test. I'm not taking it ever again. I don't care. I was just being a brat, and I was like, I'm not doing nothing, blah blah. I don't care. I was done with everything at this point. And so I ended up rescheduling the test or whatever. And so the second try again, The lady was a bit nicer, and I did great on my parallel. I did great on everything. Just one stop sign I kind of missed, she said. I don't know, it was weird, but I did good. I passed my second time, so don't get discouraged if you failed your first time. I had the worst experience the first time, but the second time I mastered it, and I was like the best person in the world. But this time my picture was hella ugly, and I looked like a hot piece of french fry, and I was wearing this Ghostbuster shirt and some overalls. I was just mad. I was like, I don't care, I'm not even gonna like the picture, and I don't, you know. And then now I recently lost my driver's license, so I took a new picture, and I look HIGH in the picture, and it's just because my eyes are low, and I was smiling really hard, and I look like this. And yeah, so I think I have the pictures. Alright guys, and I don't know if y'all could see this, but I found my ugly picture of when I passed my test. The first one I looked super cute, but I failed, you know. I look so ugly. Like, I look ugly. So this was the license I lost, so I got a new one. And let me show you that one. It's like, I guess better, but not so great. So I can't wait to retake it once I turn 21 or whatever. I don't know, but look at this one. It's a bit better. But yeah, those are my pictures. They're not the best, but that's my story about my driver's test and my experience. I didn't have the best experience. Like, most people pass their first time, hallelujah, blah blah. No, I failed, and I had to get back up, man up. No, I just lifted myself up, and I was like, I got this the second time, and I passed. And the second time it went smooth. I wasn't as nervous because I knew what to expect, you know. The first time you don't know, so it's okay if you failed. Just get back up and keep pushing, you know, study the book or whatever. I didn't do that because I had the plug, so I just went to the DMV, and that was it. But I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Give us a thumbs up, me and my coffee, and just comment any ideas down below or whatever, you know. I love you guys, and thank you for your support. I'll catch you guys next week with the Fortnite game challenge, whatever. So yeah.